All right, this is lesson 22-1, similar right triangles. We're getting ready to start the trig unit. It's my favorite. Um, so the first thing that they want us to do, and I am on page 303, is they talk to us about this right triangle company. They do logos for stationery, business cards, magazines. And what is showing here is the magazine advertising. This is the size of advertising in the magazine, and this is the size that goes on the stationery letterhead. And so what they want us to do is take these two things and measure the two acute angles and the lengths of the sides of each logo. Measure the angles to the nearest degree and measure the side lengths to the nearest centimeter. So I'm going to have to continue this on my document camera. So I'm going to measure the angles first. Get the dog hair out of the way. And I'm measuring this angle right down here. And so I'm going to put the vertex, this little line, at the vertex of that angle and try to line the bottom of this protractor up with that bottom side. And I'm measuring from here up. Okay, so I'm measuring from here up. So I'm going to start at the 0 and I'm going to count. And when I get to right here, this long mark right here, I'm at 65. So that long mark right there. So that next one is 66. So that means that this one right here is at 67. So that means that this angle right here is 67 degrees. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and measure this one. I'm guessing that these triangles are similar. And if they're similar, then that means that it's going to also be 67 degrees. I went ahead and extended this side on out because I knew that the end right here would not come up high enough for me to end. Notice I'm starting right here with 0, measuring up to 60. There's 65, 66, 67. So this one's also 67 degrees. Now, I'm assuming that since this is that the advertisement is for the right angle company, that these are right triangles. They didn't tell me to measure this angle. They said measure the acute angle, so I'm assuming that's a 90-degree angle. I don't really have to measure that one because we can calculate it. 67 minus 90 should give me 23 degrees, but I am a rule follower, so I'm going to turn my paper and line up my vertex and the angle side. Make sure that it's as straight as it possibly can get. And my camera is frozen for just a second. So I'm going to move that down, move that over. Oh, I'm measuring the wrong angle. I was measuring the 90-degree one. So this one, I need to put my vertex over here. This is the angle that I'm measuring. And want to be sure that this is down here where it's supposed to be. Scoot it over just a smidge more. That looks pretty good. And this side looks lined up. Now this time I'm measuring up this way, so I need to start with the 0 numbers, not the 180. So I get to 10, 20, and 1, 2. I know it's a 23-degree angle, so I need to adjust it just a smidge more. 21, 22, 23. And there's 24, 25. So I feel very comfortable that I'm at 23. So this is 23 degrees. And then this one right here, I think I extended the wrong side out. I did. So I needed to extend that one out. That one's going to be 23 degrees too. I drew the wrong line. I didn't need that line extended. If I was measuring the right angle, I would need that line extended, but I didn't. I needed this line extended. So anyway, it's 23 degrees. Because these are right angles. So now they want us to measure the side lengths, and I think we're supposed to be writing those in the angle down here. So the advertisement is the big one. The larger acute angle was 67. The smaller acute angle was 23. For the letterhead, it was the same. Okay, but now let's measure, and it says to measure in centimeters, so be sure you're in centimeters. And this one looks like it is 3.2, 3.1, 3.2. This one looks like it is 1.4. 1.4. Okay. This hypotenuse is 3.6. And this hypotenuse, let me move this back for you. This hypotenuse is, it looks to me like it's exactly 8. Okay, and then this side, that looks like it's 3.3, 3.4. I'm gonna go 3.3. And then this side length is 7.3. That's what I'm gonna do. 7.3. Okay. So for the advertisement, the hypotenuse was 8. For the letterhead, the hypotenuse was 3.6. For the longer leg of the advertisement, these two right here are the legs. You can't see what I'm writing down. For the longer leg, it was 7.3, and then it was 3.3. For the shorter leg, it was 3.2, and then this is 1.4. Okay, so we've got those filled out. I'm going to run over here and see what we're supposed to do with those, because I don't know. I only made a copy of this one page. Oh, we can check and see. Oh, goodness, I was really off on that hypotenuse. 3.8, 7.6, 3.5, 3.3. Well, you know what? Here's what I can tell you. We're right with the angle measures. But with the side lengths, I don't think I was that off on the side length. I'm going to go back to the hypotenuse. I said this was 8. But here's what could have happened. When I printed this, I did not tell it to keep its 100% ratio. Yeah, see, there's no way that's 8. I probably had it fit to paper or something like that. And so a lot of times if you're printing PDFs, if you're not very careful with how you have them printed, they come off the printer different size than what was showing on the computer. So it doesn't matter, because our measurements, as long as we're not wrong with our measurements, it's still going to work out, I think, the same way that it's supposed to, because it came out proportional, which is what they're going to be trying to get us to figure out. So it's okay that ours do not match the answer key, and you'll see in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead, because this video is already getting to be a little long. I'm going to go ahead and stop right now, and I will start the next video on the next piece that we're supposed to do.